Hi, everybody. It's Kris Clink. I'm the author of Goodbye, Lark Lovejoy, and I am really excited to be involved in the programming for Heartland writers. And Tiffany, I met her at a conference, I believe it was Wisconsin, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. It's been a while. And then we regrouped at another one in Chicago, and it was really great hearing from her and asking me to participate. And so thank you guys. I'm going to read from my book, Goodbye, Lark Lovejoy, which is women's fiction. And it's about a woman who has recently become widowed. Lost her husband to ALS. And she and her 2 little boys are headed back to the Texas Hill Country where she grew up. And she's hoping that she can just kind of lick her wounds in private and have some peace. And instead, she's going to find that the life she thought she was going back for has changed, starting with the house where she grew up. So that's where we're gonna go. So hope you'll come along with me. Here we go. From the outside, the house hadn't changed since Lark last visited. A few steps inside told another story. Her breath caught, and she felt like she had walked into the hill country version of the Twilight Zone. New paint and decor neutralized the homey scent she was craving, and the interior had become a cold iteration of the house where Lark's fondest memories resided. Icy white cabinets had taken the place of oak ones. One side of a milky quartz island open to the kitchen with a prep sink. Across from it, an eat-in bar and 6 chrome bar stools backed up to the family room. What have they done? Lark turned silent when her father walked in behind her. See Grammy's new shiny oven? She said to Charlie, feigning interest. Charlie returned an unimpressed whimper. She shook him playfully. Come on, Charlie, man. Thought you'd be all over shiny things. Let's get another load, son. Frank prodded Jamie outside. Lark moved to the living room and made a silent O with her mouth. Sweet baby Jesus, this could be trouble. Trouble? Charlie frowned at her. When Grammy and Poppy chose this setup, they didn't know we were coming to stay. We'll need to cover this place in plastic and bubble wrap before we let you run around, Charlie man. Battered dark wood floors made way for tile. Shaded in steely grays and cream, it supplied a chilly vibe beneath sleek furniture and similar hues. Chic steel lamps floated on glass tables. Beneath it all, a dyed blue cowhide rug provided a surprise accent of softness. Limestone rose from the fireplace to the 25-foot ceiling. 3 cedar trusses spanned the width of the room. At the top of an exterior wall, triangulated windows followed the roof line on each side of the fireplace, inviting natural light to pour into the house. Frank set a box on the island. What do you think about the place? Reminds me of the lobby at the Four Seasons Hotel in Austin. Lark swept a hand across the room. Where do I check in? Frank's mouth twisted into a wry smile. Wouldn't guess this was your style. Well, married to your mom long enough to know, makes her happy, she'll make me happy. I think I understand why you had heart trouble. She inspected a glass orb displayed on an etagere. Mom didn't spare a dime. He waved off her comment. It was time for an update. Jamie schlepped the plastic Lego box into the room and set it in a corner as he scanned the room like an emperor deciding how to divide a continent. Not so fast, buddy. These go back there. Lark pointed to a hallway. We set them up in Harlan's old room, Frank said. Lark beckoned to Jamie and started down the hall. When she reached her brother's room, her mouth fell open. Harlan's going to freak when he sees this. Once bathed in hunter green and Waverly plaid, the room now featured stark white woodwork, obnoxiously bright canary yellow walls, and minimalist teak furniture. Devoid of knickknacks, it was a blank canvas, but for the Spider-Man comforter on the bed and the white crib in the corner of the room. Where's your room, Mom? Jamie asked. This way. Lark moved toward the end of the T-shaped hall. When she reached the door, she closed her eyes and turned the knob. Regret and awe churned as she opened her eyes. Her 80s era pine dresser, desk, and 4-poster bed were gone, replaced with a cottage-style gray chest with brushed nickel hardware, mirrored nightstands, a bed with a blue upholstered headboard, and a crisp white duvet. Lovely, but it doesn't feel like home. Wow, Grammy went all out, didn't she? Hope surfaced at the sight of a crocheted lavender afghan draped over the arm of a club chair. She pulled it to her face. Jamie, your great-grandmother Larkin made this for my 12th birthday. You would have loved her. Did she die? Yes, baby. Is she in heaven with Dad? I suppose so. She ran a finger over the crocheted weave and shifted her gaze to a floral painting that hung where her wedding portrait once had. What's wrong, Mom? Nothing, baby. Her throat clicked and she swallowed the lump of prickly emotion sticking there. Sad about your dead grandma? Uh-huh. Hey, did you ask Poppy to show you his tractor? Not yet. Jamie rushed out of the room and Charlie wiggled out of her arms to follow his brother. Lark returned to her car to remove the precious cargo from the front passenger seat. She carried James to her bedroom, placed him in the nightstand drawer, and rested a hand on the top of the white box. Welcome home. She paused for a moment before she closed the drawer. That was a little bite of Goodbye, Lark Lovejoy. If this is something that makes its way into a book discussion or book club, please reach out to me through my website. There's a contact me button. Y'all have a great summer, and thank you again for having me.